Thank you very much and welcome to another Socrates session. This one is a bit interesting because we are now delving into the deeper sides of what we do. It's important for us to begin to think about things like character, things like strategy. So when you think about SpaceX, when you look at that company, what do you think about? When you look at a company like Facebook, what do you think about? When you look at Amazon, what do you think about? Do you think about any strategy or do you think about any personality? What people actually buy, what people commit to in any organization is you. When you think about Nigeria, for example, you think about Bola Ahmed Tinubu. When you think about America, you think about Trump. So we as leaders or personalities in any context, family, organization, country, whatever, parents have to understand that people actually are more interested in the character or the individual behind that organization. So the primary or the foundation on which any organizational strategy rests primarily is character. And that character is driven, again, largely by your understanding of the dynamics of the psyche. In Socrates, that's what we're talking about. Your ability to exude wisdom in everything you do, in the steps you take, in the way you talk, in the way you dress, the way you look, the way you control, the way you connect, your attitude to everything has to be carefully designed, number one. Secondly, you must always live and operate with a monitoring and examination and evaluation partner. That monitoring and evaluation partner is your second self, your bigger self, which I always talk about. I always say man is dual. The basic man and the bigger man who we don't see. The one we see is very small, actually. And then the bigger man who we don't see, and who is the person actually who checks, who controls, who determines, who helps, who guides. And it is in this that actually rests the foundation of the inner workings of organizations. Look, I've worked with thousands and thousands of executives at very, very, very high levels. I've seen it times without number that even in the attitude or how they present themselves in class, I can tell who would last in an organization, who will be promoted, who will become CEO, and who is likely to be dropped, whose organization is likely to succeed and whose will not succeed, whose organization is going to last, which ones will be great, all from the way they present themselves, even in the way we interact, in class. And this is really where we're building on at the Socrates Institute.